All right, let's take a look at the wife of the ghost hunters, star Aaron Goodwin. He reads out his public statement on his basically his ex-wife now that was apparently trying to fucking murder him for in a murder for hire plot. So yeah, we'll take a look at what he has to say. I mean, it says it right here, but we'll just listen to the video.
Your Honor, for 7 years I thought I was in the most loving relationship and marriage with my best friend.
Actually,
Someone who I trusted whole heart and laughed.
yeah,
with
you
every
can
day.
you can
Someone
barely
who made
make
me
it out.
feel like I was so
He's like muffled a
like I
bit
was
because he's
her one and only.
sobbing and shit. Yeah.
I was loyal to her and did whatever I could to make her happy. I thought we were something very special, and so did everyone else. After finding out she was cheating on me in September of last year with multiple men, including the man going by the name Vincent, who turned
The
out
man
to be
going by the
Greta.
name of
I gave her
Vincent.
the option of divorce, where we could try to work it out, because I loved her so much. She felt so bad, and I didn't want to lose me. Every day she made me feel more special, and she was so sorry. At least that's what she told me. Now discovering she put a hit out to kill me more than once. Got blackmailed.
More than once.
All our savings to keep it quiet. And fell more in love with the motto. They even got spiritually married. And now I was called the first husband. They talked until she was arrested.
They even got
And she sought out.
spiritually. I don't know what the fuck
she sought
that
his
means.
help to kill me.
I guess it's like a fake marriage or like
This has led me to fear my life.
a fake marriage. I don't
Armed security for
know.
weeks, not knowing it was over or not.
Fucking fucking
Always looking over my shoulder
shamanistic
and having
marriage.
to
I
go
don't know.
through therapy, and even
What
trying
the
to
fuck is a
understand
spiritual
any of it.
marriage?
It's
Oh, it's polygamy marriage. Ah.
it's like a heartbreak no one should go through in life. I can't trust
That's what they
anything
call
anymore.
it.
I cry every day. I feel so alone. She grew me into a person I never was. I will always wonder why. But worst of all, she lied to me every day. I didn't know about any of the murder plot, the hitman, or the blackmail until the detectives told me after she was arrested. Now behind bars, she's trying to manipulate through lawyers and trying to silence me and not come here today. So I wouldn't be standing here. In honor, Your Honor, this person over here, I don't know at all. Not one bit. The fact that this person did all this to me with no worry, no care, or love in her heart for me. I will never feel the same. I will never feel safe or be the same because of what she did. Especially when she gets out one day.
Answers?
She
I think
claims
I'm entitled.
you want answers?
I want the truth. You
But
can't
there
handle
at
the
no
truth.
time before did she ever try to stop this from happening.
I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't play that.
She tried to have me killed. She gave my location to people. Truly believed we were trying. I truly believe with people she truly believed were going to harm me. She even asked for the updates on the murder. And this was all when I was just her loving husband, I thought. Whether she got minimum or maximum time, I still won't feel safe whenever she's released. I feel like this deserves prison time, I don't know. So just leave it in your hand, Your Honor, thank you.
Yeah. That's it. Jesus. There you have it. Even
Your Honor, for 7 years I thought I was.
and honestly, he usually on TV he's not even Seems like a nice guy too, and this bitch just tried to fucking off him. Murder for hire. Okay. What do we got with Hamas agrees to surrender if Europe will take Greta Thunberg back? Gaza, the tables were turned on the infamous terrorist organization today, with the horrified Hamas agreeing to a full and unconditional surrender to Israel if Europe would agree to take Greta Thunberg back. The well-known left-wing activist was said to be en route to Gaza by sea to make her presence felt in peace negotiations between the two warring sides, leaving Hamas scrambling to do whatever was necessary to stave off her arrival. Please don't let this happen. We will do whatever it takes to keep her away, said Hamas spokes-terrorist Abu Muhammad Zahir. While we had a reputation for perpetrating violent and ruthless acts against our enemies, setting Greta Thunberg here is far beyond any definition of cruel and unusual punishment. We offer Israel our total surrender if Europe agrees to have this wretched harpy turn her ship around and go back to wherever she came from. Thank you. And death to Israel and America. European officials declined to comment on the details of any negotiations with Hamas, but did express strong reluctance to allow Thunberg to return to the continent. No, that's not an option, said spokes-European Jorgen Bergen. We finally had the opportunity to get her on board a ship bound for international waters. It is our intent to prevent her from ever coming back. We got rid of her. We wish the residents of Gaza and the best when Greta makes it to shore. May God be merciful. At publishing time, Hamas had reportedly not received any response to its desperate pleas to other Arab nations to nations to come defend them from Thunberg. Oh no, the terrifying weapon confiscations of the cutlery. Uh-oh. You should probably watch this one too, it's probably funny.
Дорогі українці,
Slava Ukraine. Schluck the dick. Slava Ukraine getting blown up. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, let's see what Mr. Slava Ukraine has to say.
українки, сьогодні увесь день тривали рятувальні роботи, аварійні роботи в різних
He sounds
наших
Russian, by the
регіонах
way.
та містах. Тернопіль, Луцьк, Київ і область, Полтавщина, Хмельниччина,
Sorry, I'm just trying
Львівщина,
to be an ass.
Чернігівщина, Одещина, Сумщина. Загалом 80 людей постраждали, усім надано допомогу. На жаль, є загиблі. Станом на зараз відомо про 4 загиблих в Києві та в Луцьку.
Did he just say sacre bleu? What the fuck?
Мої співчуття рідним та близьким. Під завалами ще можуть бути люди. Загиблі в Києві – це рятувальники, які прибули на місце після першого удару. І, на жаль, були вбиті повторним російським ударом. Данило Скадін, Андрій Ременний та Павло Єзгор. Пожежні рятувальники 18-ї державної пожежно-рятувальної
So you're saying citizens who
Цинічний
were part of
російський
the
удар по
like
звичайних
government
містах.
utilities, like
Більш ніж
firefighters and shit like
400
that, were
безпілотників,
perished
більше 40
or
ракет.
are deceased now because of
Значну
bombs.
частину вдалося
Well, I mean, you
збити,
could say the
але не
same thing
всі.
about what you
І,
did
на
in
жаль,
Russia
не
too.
всі
What, like what?
у світі
That
засуджують такі
that doesn't
удари.
make sense.
І саме цим Путін
You did that in Russia too, though.
Він
did your drone
виторговує
attack.
собі час, щоб продовжувати воювати.
You also
Росіяни
you also
постійно
destroyed the main
намагаються
bridge
розколоти світ,
to
щоб не дати
Crimea
посилити
or
тиск
whatever,
за
Kharkiv or
війну.
whatever.
Треба чітко бачити
Again, by the
завдання.
way, it's like the third or
Дипломатія
fourth
має
time
спрацювати.
because it is a
Гарантії
main
безпеки
bridge.
мають бути. Мир має бути встановлений. І для цього потрібні початкові кроки. Зокрема, припинення вогню. Треба тиснути на Росію, щоб це було і щоб удари припинились. Сьогодні була доповідь нашої команди, яка була на тижні у Сполучених Штатах Америки. Наші урядовці, військові, офіс, про зустрічі, які відбулись, і про перемовини, які ще готуються. Вдячний всім в Конгресі, в адміністрації Сполучених Штатів, в американських медіа, хто розуміє, що відбувається і як можна завершити цю війну достойно та надійно. Провів також нараду підготовчу з дипломатами щодо заходів, які заплановані на червень. Це європейські країни, Сімка, наші партнери в інших частинах
G7.
світу. Все для того, щоб Україна зберігала незалежність і щоб наша
Oh,
українська
well, I
стійкість
mean-
була впевненою. Дякую. Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraine. Well, there you have it, Mr. Sub-Russian, who broke off from Russia and decided to make a whole new language called Ukrainian, which is just Russian, just with different accents, I guess. I don't know if I can know. I don't fucking know, man.
And we are
CPD officer killed after being shot unintentionally by fellow officer during call on Southside.
learning this morning
I told you friendly fire is a thing.
that the gunfire that killed a CPD
This is
officer,
what happens
Crystal
when you're not
Rivera,
careful.
was unintentional.
The Chicago Police Department says Rivera and a fellow officer had been chasing a suspect in the Chatham neighborhood on Thursday night. The person
what
ran into an
happens when you're
apartment
not
building on
careful.
South Drexel and River. When the suspect pointed a rifle, the other officer fired their weapon. Investigators say that was the only weapon that was fired.
This happens way too often. An officer, a young officer, 36 years old, and 4 years on the job.
Police are investigating what led to the investigative stop and the aggravated assault by the armed suspect, who remains in custody.
Officer Rivera would have been celebrating her daughter's birthday this weekend.
Instead, her family and colleagues are honoring her life. Judy is live from the 6th District with more. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning. Crystal Rivera is the second 6th District officer lost in recent months at a community event.
Yeah, this is
the
also another
commander,
reason
Mike
why
Kidd,
they don't
thanked
have
people for
firearms at
coming
the
by,
LA
dropping off
riots
food,
because
and
they don't want to
showing their
fucking
support
discharge a real
following this
weapon that
loss.
takes someone's life.
Rivera joined CPD 4 years ago. Fellow officers,
But they will
including
if they
the
have to
police
fucking,
superintendent,
you know,
praised her work ethic and dedication
quell
to
the chaos,
job.
right?
Larry
Stop the
Snelling
chaos
said the
from
36-year-old was young, vibrant, hardworking. He shared that hours before she was killed, she had taken 2 guns off the streets. Purple bunting was put up outside the Gresham District Station at 78th and Halsted to honor Rivera, along with blue ribbons tied along nearby streets. Friends told WGN Rivera's laugh was contagious. She had a bright smile and was fiercely loyal. Rivera's family told the Sun-Times she had dreamed of becoming a police officer since childhood. Rivera was a single mom, and today is her daughter's 11th birthday.
I have a son that works here in 6, and I also have a niece that works here in 6 as a sergeant. And my son used to be on the officers' attack team. They work together.
Yeah,
So
her
I
whole
just wanted to
family
come
is
out and show my
part of the
support.
force. Or were a part of the force.
From the Chicago Police Memorial Foundation, Rivera represented everything we want our officers to be: smart, assertive, tough, compassionate, professional. Crystal greeted each tour with zest and enthusiasm, worked every day to make Chatham and our city safer. Now, the foundation will help provide some financial support to Rivera's family in the coming days. Funeral arrangements are pending. Outside the 6th District station on the south side, Judy Wang, WGN News.
Well, I mean, they didn't say anything about the fellow officer, probably because there's a pending case on civil suit. Uh-oh, TikTok are shot dead after man broke into her home, police say. Holy shit, what the fuck? Another
Police
TikToker.
in Pakistan have arrested a 22-year-old man that they say has confessed to
This
the
was
murder
5
of
days
a
ago.
teenage social media influencer, Sana Yousaf. Authorities say that they believe that Umar Hayat murdered Sana at her home in Islamabad on Monday
Islamabad.
after having his offers
I
of
think
friendship
I heard
rejected. Well, my colleague Azadeh Mashiri is across this story from Islamabad, and Azadeh, just bring us up to date on this very difficult case.
Well, Sana Yousaf was very well known here in Pakistan. At 17 years old, she had hundreds of followers on Instagram and TikTok. In fact, she was reaching nearly 1 million on TikTok. Now, what police have said is they believe that Umar Hayat had repeatedly tried to meet her and had those attempts rejected by Sana. They say he then allegedly broke into her home in Islamabad on Monday, shot her twice, snatched her phone, and then fled the scene. We spoke to her father today, who was at her burial in Chitral, and he said that she had died at the scene, and therefore it was too late to take her to the hospital. And he described Sana as very brave. He said she'd never described any threatening behavior prior to this taking place, that he'd never even heard of Umar Hayat, and that instead, he said, his daughter was focused on eventually becoming a doctor one day. Now, what police have said is that there has been immense pressure, as they put it, for them to find the person who was responsible for Sana's death, because of the fact not only that she was well known, but as they put it, this was a brutal killing of a teenage girl.
And given, as you say, Azadeh, that she was so well known, there's been a lot of reaction online.
Oh, yeah. We're not going to watch the rest because it's just, they're just going to talk about it a bit more, but yeah. Just 70, what? She's 22, what the fuck? People are so weird in the fucking chat, or while chatting. Anyways. Yeah. This is what happens to TikTokers, Instagrammers, fucking OnlyFans models. Even some of them are the ones that do the criminal activity too, so. People, you just gotta watch out. People have some fucked up shit going on sometimes.
What's going on YouTube?
Let's try
This
to get
latest clash along the
let's not.
So Kid Cudi, we have on record that you and Cassie
Try
used
to
to
get
date.
all the memes.
Yeah, we used to kick it back in the day.
Side
sure
news
you know how to
stuff
do
out of
this?
the way.
I got you, Cassie.
I got you, Cassie. Stop.
Damn, that's a strong flow.
God, Jesus, it's like some R. Kelly shit.
Hold that for a second. Hello?
Where you at?
I'm at,
Bitch, I know where you at. You playing with me, bitch? You over there with that Kid Cudi nigga.
No.
What's that sound? Bitch, do I hear piss in your mouth? You drinking pee without me?
He knows.
He knows.
Go on, bitch, you better get home. The next day, when she called me, I knew something was
God
up.
damn.
Don't worry. He said everything's okay. He forgives both of us.
You sure? So why you sound like you got a black eye? Cassie, where you at?
Hold up. I'm coming
Jesus
out.
Nah, bitch, I'm coming in.
Okay, Morgan Melon.
You know I don't like no locked doors around here. You on the phone? Is that... Has Sean Diddy Combs ever turned that aggression on you? Well, there was this one time. Beautiful day. I love this car. Oh, shit. What the fuck? So he blew up your car. Did you ever report this to the police? Man, I'm a rapper. You know I can't snitch. Damn it, Kid Cudi. Your Honor, we'd like to request a recess.
There you have it.
Thank you.
Morbid Melon. He just does a bunch of just comedic skits. Oh. Some comments if you want to see it, right? What do you got here? When you're batshit insane, CNN's Christina Amanpour compares the U.S. under the Trump admin to North Korea.
I have to tell you,
yeah,
when
I
I
don't
went
know
to
why
Harvard
they keep doing
to give this speech, and it
they,
was just
they
a few days ago,
right,
last week.
Someone, right?
I must say I was
the
afraid.
same thing of
I'm a
trying
foreigner.
to akin
I
Trump
don't
to Hitler
have a green
and
card.
shit.
I'm
Like,
not an
come
American
on.
citizen.
Or
I'm
Mussolini.
fairly
It's like,
prominent.
holy shit, man. You people are out of your
I
fucking
literally prepared to go to America as if I was going to North Korea.
Are you serious right now, bro?
I took a burner phone, Jamie.
You might as well
that.
just
I
say,
didn't
"Hey,
take
G, may I suck your
not
dick?"
my mobile phone, not my
Jesus.
iPad, nothing. And I had nothing on the burner phone except a few numbers, and I could text with my assistant. I had your number, I had our son's number, I had our lawyer's number, you know, the CNN lawyer, and I was really afraid. I'd even talked to the CNN security person because of this. I've heard that many, including British citizens, have been stopped at the border and questioned for hours and hours and hours. And I know that a lot of them, from anecdotal discussions with my friends, have been turned around, even parents who were coming to various universities for their kids' graduations, whether they're from any part of the world. So it was scary. Luckily, Jamie, I was welcomed. I mean, the immigration officer at Boston, where I came in, could not have been nicer. Obviously, none of this was discussed. Thanked me for what I do, bringing the stories of the world to, you know, to America and to viewers and listeners, etc. So, huge sigh of relief I breathed. But wow, I mean, can you imagine if I'm afraid? What do others think?
I have about 20 booked near where I live, near Clownsville.
Yeah, dude who's been doing this for 32 years. Full-time professional. Rated by One Family Magazine, #1 clown, 9 straight years.
There you have it. Yeah. Fucking clown show, man. Fucking clown show. Deleted! Elon Musk, time to... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is where he deletes all the messages. There's a full dump of the Epstein file. Oops.
Are you done? Are you done?
I mean, Elon just had a crash out moment, as he usually does every once in a while, where he gets upset at something. You know, that's just how it is.
On Saturday,
Oh, we'll take a look at that later.
Today in Ukraine, Russian strikes killed at least 7 people and hurt more than 40 others. Moscow calls the attacks retaliation for Ukraine's recent drone strikes. ABC's Marcus Moore has more.
This is what Zelensky was talking about.
Russia intensifying its attacks against Ukraine. At least 7 people killed and 41 others injured as Russia unleashed a barrage of drones and missiles Saturday, targeting civilian and energy infrastructure. Explosions erupting in neighborhoods across Ukraine, including in the capital of Kyiv. Video shared on social media shows a strike in Kharkiv. The Ukrainian Air Force says Russia launched a total of 215 drones and missiles, of which it says 174 were neutralized. A race to evacuate this hotel after it came under Russian shelling. Moscow calling these latest strikes retaliation for Ukraine's coordinated attack on Russian airfields last weekend. Ukraine using drones hidden inside containers with retractable roofs that were opened remotely to conduct the operation, targeting dozens of Russian military aircraft. In an exclusive interview set to air Sunday on This Week, ABC's Martha Raddatz spoke to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky about that operation.
So the Russian drivers go in all over Russia. They think they have containers or mobile units, mobile cottages, have no idea the drones are there. And you know those roofs are going to open up with drones.
They didn't know anything. They didn't know what will be in the roofs.
Zelensky saying the Russians themselves unknowingly delivered those drones to their locations.
You had Russian drivers who had no idea.
They didn't know. The drivers didn't know what they do. Yeah, they just did their job.
Meanwhile, during peace talks in Istanbul this past Monday, both sides agreed to a prisoner swap that was...
Yeah, we're gonna do this military operation. Please just do your job. No shit.
Set to happen this weekend. That exchange failed to take place on Saturday, with Moscow accusing Kyiv of postponing the swap, but Ukraine rejecting Russia's account, saying a date had not yet been set for the repatriation. Marcus Moore, ABC News, London.
All right, Lenny, breaking overnight, the mayor of Kharkiv, Ukraine, says the city has been seeing its worst attack since the war with Russia began. At least 40 explosions rattled the city on Saturday morning, which left at least 2 people dead and more than a dozen wounded. Rescue workers have been searching for more victims. This latest attack, it comes a day after Russia launched a separate barrage that targeted cities across Ukraine. Moscow had threatened to retaliate for Ukraine's recent attack on nuclear-capable planes deep inside of Russia.
There's more. He saw the riots.
It's sociable. It's amenable. It's the future. And it's happening right here in Fresno, California. We've got a lot to be proud of today.
It's Fresno, California. Oh, it's a bullet train project at groundbreaking ceremony. Yeah, but it's not being built.
You sure about that?
Yeah, it's not complete. Not, barely even started.
Bruh.
I just thought there would be more.
A few moments later.
Hell yes.
Politics of the moment, Leader Jeffries. When it comes to Democratic Party voters, they are frustrated. They want you all to have backbone. They want you to have a spine. CBS News polling shows 66% of them are frustrated.
Well, I mean, even if Hakeem Jeffries somehow magically gets all those things, it's not going to make him any better. He's still a shithead.
86% say their party should be doing more to oppose the president. That's not exactly a ringing endorsement of the Democratic leadership, which includes you.
Someone's going down.
So how do you respond to all of that?
Well, one, people in this country are understandably frustrated because this is all unprecedented. This daily outrage, the flooding the zone, the parade of horribles that Donald Trump and his minions in Congress have unleashed on the American people.
No.
This is unprecedented. And it is, of course, unsettling because it's all un-American.
It's all un-American.
I think what we'll continue
It's
to do
unconstitutional.
as Democrats is to show up and stand up and speak up.
Jesus, shut the fuck up, Dollar Tree bitch. Alright, there you have it. Honest American. Here's Greta getting fucking got. She got stopped. Yeah. She's got her hands raised up and shit.
Calm down, calm down. Calm down. Calm down, everyone. Calm down.
Calm down, everyone, please. What do you mean, calm down? They told you not to fucking come, and you still came, you fucking idiots. You're going into fucking uncontested waters, and they're gonna fucking go out. They're literally going guns a-blazing, in a sense. They got their guns drawn. Are you fucking stupid? I think you're fucking enemy combatants.
Now to President Trump's travel. Now to President Trump's travel ban. It's set to go into effect at midnight, and ABC's Alex
Good morning,
is in Washington
America.
with more on that. Alex, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gio. Yes, so this ban goes into effect at midnight. And take a look at this map. The United States is imposing full restrictions on entry from 12 countries: Afghanistan, Burma, also known as Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. And then partial restrictions will go into effect for 7 additional countries. The White House says that these nations have been blocked because they lack proper vetting, have high visa overstay rates, or fail to share threat information with the U.S. And sources familiar with the decision say President Trump had considered this ban for months, but made the decision to sign this EO after the fire attack in Boulder, Colorado, where an Egyptian national, here illegally after his work authorization expired in March, allegedly used Molotov cocktails to attack demonstrators at a Jewish event.
Yeah, the reason why he started looking at it. Well, he was even looking at it before this guy.
Criminal complaint. Now,
yeah.
Egypt is not part of this travel ban. The president has directed his administration to make sure the country's vetting capabilities are adequate. But President Trump enacted similar travel bans back in 2017 during his first administration, mostly affecting majority Muslim countries. Those executive orders sparked global outrage and challenges in the courts. Janae?
All right, Alex Brachet there in Washington. Thank you.
Well, he did the Muslim ones because of the Afghanistan stuff, probably, right? Because we had our troops over there in the Middle East. This is insane. Trump preparing large-scale cancellation of federal funding for California social security. Yeah, fucking rip it off. And fucking hold it. Withheld the money. They don't deserve it. I'm a Californian too. They don't deserve it. Fuck them up. You send the bombs. You fucking carpet bomb Gavin Newsom. You tell them to fuck off.
Donald Trump's going to continue to threaten 40 million Americans that live in California. Maybe we should consider withholding those resources.
So how exactly is the governor going to withhold taxes? Well, there's only one way to do that, and that is to secede from the union.
Yeah, he tried to hold. He's all like, "Oh yeah, let me try to withhold federal taxes." What do we got here?
Stop the killing, stop the crimes. No pride in genocide. No pride in genocide.
You know that in the Middle Eastern countries they don't take too kindly to the LGBTQ movement. Well, actually, they don't even have that kind of movement because they don't give a fuck about that shit. So I don't know why you guys are using the gay pride, right? The pride movement for your fucking pro-Palestine movement. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
We're here at the World Pride Parade with the
It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
with our no pride in genocide messaging and our flag.
The Islamic countries hate this shit, right? Right. The Muslim countries hate this kind of shit. I hate to tell you, it's true though.
And you can see the crowd everywhere is so supportive. The people across the world are with Palestine. They are not with the corporations. They are not with Israel. They are not with the U.S.-backed genocide. We say
I wonder
genocide.
I wonder where these people got their information from. Which politician they believe in most.
It's been incredible. Free Palestine.
Oh shit. Man, if this place was a war zone today, man, these people would be wiped out so easily. There's just a biker, just the old people. Why is it always old people too, man? What the fuck? Always old people. Fucking weirdos. Are you fart? Did you just have a whoopee cushion? I'm sorry, what the fuck? I wonder if any of these people are drugged out of their mind. They look like a bunch of Karens. What the fuck is this? Who is this person? Ooh. Oh god. Oh, I guess this is a trans person? Latinx Pride. The Latinx Pride. There it is. And they're all flying. They're all flying different colors. Oh Jesus! The mixture of the trans and pride flags of the other country. Ooh. I don't think they take too kindly to that. Oh, even getting the kids mixed up in this shit. You should protect your kids. Hopefully they're not seeing the weird people who put on like the dominatrix clothes on shit. The revealing clothes. Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing this. It's every year with this shit. It's so fucking weird.
To Arkansas now, where authorities.
Oh, we need to bring more awareness. What do you mean? You've been bringing awareness for like fucking 20 years already. Like what? More than 20 years. Like shut the fuck up already. We understand.
To Arkansas now, where authorities say the nearly 2-week-long manhunt for an escaped murderer and rapist who was once a police chief
We're
is
here, we're
over. They say
queer.
tracking
Get
dogs
used
helped them
to it.
recapture Grant
Yeah.
Hardin
Shut the
a mile
fuck
and a
up.
half
We
from
get
the
it.
prison where he was serving a decades-long sentence. Officials say he escaped by donning a makeshift officer's uniform and walking out of the prison.
A comedian jailed for 8 years for a stand-up set. Uh-oh. Oh, in Brazil. Uh-oh, Brazil.
Brazilian comedian Leo Lins sentenced to over 8 years in prison for stand-up routine. In Brazil, telling the wrong joke now carries more jail time than most white-collar crime.
You say the wrong joke, you're getting jailed for 8 years.
Over 8 years for a stand-up routine, setting off a storm over the growing use of state power to penalise speech that challenges cultural taboos.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
And
that's
the
like
thing is
penalising
basically,
freedom of
the
speech
Brazilian
in a
government's on its last leg. See, as soon as they start jailing comedians and giving heavy sentences for people poking fun and stuff like that, that's the sign of a dying civilization. Basically, whenever you see governments arresting people for stuff like that, that is the modern equivalent of the Colosseum getting built.
I mean, isn't that what UK
It's
was
on
kind
its
of
last
doing?
legs. Like, things
Or
are going
what
very, very
EU
badly.
is kind of doing too?
Leo Lins, known for his provocative style, was convicted by
I
a
shouldn't
federal
say all
court
of
in Sao
EU,
Paulo
but some
for
places of
allegedly
EU.
promoting intolerance through jokes delivered during a live performance and later circulated widely online. So the government, in response, were very, very intolerant of his jokes. The show in question, titled Perturbador Disturbing, was posted on to YouTube in 2022 and had reached more than 3 million views before it was taken down in 2023, following a judicial order prompted by a complaint from prosecutors. So basically, Brazil is just full authoritarian now. Remember when everyone was going, oh, Bolsonaro's he's an authoritarian, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, and then they essentially couped him. They're trying to throw him in prison, and now that they're back in charge, they're jailing comedians for nearly a decade. Right, who was the authoritarian again? Remind me. In their case, officials claimed that the material denigrated a wide swathe
I mean,
of
that's what the
Brazil's
Democrats
population,
want to do,
including
right?
Jews,
They wanted
people
to
with
jail
disabilities,
Trump
the
because of his
elderly, gay
rhetoric.
individuals, black citizens, indigenous groups,
And then when they
northeastern
do
Brazilians,
the same
those
rhetoric, we
living
tell
with
them, "Hey, go
HIV,
kill
evangelical
yourself."
Christians and others. So it
And
sounds
they're
like
just
no
like,
one was
"Yeah."
spared. Everybody got it. That's the best type of show. Some of these groups that mentioned are some of my favourite people to make fun of. It sounds like he was actually very fair and he attacked every single group on earth. This is the best kind of show. Be offensive to everyone. Tell those perfect jokes that upset the entire fucking room. Those are the type of jokes that you want. Citing the scale of the video's reach and the perceived harm of its content. I saw an online video and I felt rather miffed for 15 seconds. Like fucking harm.
I
Shut
saw
up.
this online video that was talking
Where
poop
was it? The
about
court
me.
framed the ruling as a
I
defense
want to
of
jail
human
him.
dignity. Oh, do people have a right to dignity now? Oh, fucking hell, well, you've just jailed a kid. And I've seen Brazilian prisons. Holy shit, you're violating this guy's dignity right now. Throw yourself in jail. You violated dignity. Oh, no, but it's fine to violate someone else's dignity. Oh, yeah. It's okay when we do it. I get it. Arguing that the right to speak freely must yield when it allegedly infringes upon this principle. Well, at least they called it a principle, not a right. Because you don't have a right to people to be nice to you. You don't have that fucking right. Nobody has that right.
There's no such thing.
Right, people are pleasant to me all the time, and I'm a fucking massive arsehole. Right?
Yeah, whether someone's...
You're not supposed to be nice to me.
Yeah, whether someone's...
labeled Lynn's comedy...
Yeah, whenever someone interacts with you, they can either be pleasant or unpleasant. There's no rule or law that states you always have to be nice to... Or, right? You always have to be pleasant to this. There's no such rule. Why do you think why do you think that you have all those angry people who come out fucking out the cut already spouting some profanity at you? Or slinging the racial slurs at you sometimes. Or telling you you're a bigot when you didn't even say anything that caused that. Yeah.
As
fucking
verbal
people out of their
violence,
minds.
oh my god, liberals, get the fuck out of government. Liberals need to get the verbal violence shut your fucking mouth, and claimed it contributes to a climate of social division. Yeah, social division. You're arresting comedians. A financial penalty of 300,000 reals, or around
Oh, you talk badly
$54,000,
about
was
me, I'm
also
gonna
imposed
arrest
for what
you.
the court described as damage
Fucking
to the
pussy.
collective moral fabric. You have damaged the collective moral
Oh,
fabric.
you called me a
citizen.
pussy.
30
I'm gonna
years
arrest
gulag.
you.
Like, fucking hell, that's so communist. Lynn's legal team swiftly denounced the sentence and announced plans to appeal. His lawyer issued a sharp rebuke of the court's decision. Watching a comedian receive the same punishment as someone convicted of drug trafficking, corruption, or even murder, all because of jokes told on stage, is
Correct.
deeply troubling.
Yeah.
Yes, it
So,
absolutely is.
somehow
Brazil is an authoritarian
telling a
regime,
joke on
right?
stage
Pull
accuses
off
you
London,
to
pull fucking everything through Brazil, put in sanctions,
brandishing
do
a
all that type of
weapon or
stuff that you do
right,
to authoritarian
murdering
regimes. Oh
someone.
wait, it's only the ones that you want to take over because their dick's almost
Jesus.
as big as yours. Yeah, I forgot how
Yeah.
that fucking works. Among those speaking out against the verdict were fellow performers who warned that such actions risk eroding democratic freedoms under the guise of protecting sensibilities. Yeah, it's basically, remember Christians, but like Christians, the not fun ones, basically came in and went, everything's banned, everything's verboten, everything's this, everything's that, and then everybody hated them, and basically society rebelled against that. And these same people were like, yeah, the boomers are fucking banning our rap music and blah, blah, blah. And look at you now. Look at you now, that shit you used to complain about, you're the bad guys now. Look at you jailing fucking comedians. It's weakness. That's the thing is.
Yeah, it is.
It is a sign of weakness. See, whenever a country starts jailing comedians or jailing
It is a
protesters
sign of
or jailing
weakness.
Facebook mums for saying like the most basic fucking shit, or the
You
little spicy
you are
memes
a
people post, that
fucking
is a sign of a
coward
dying
if you
country.
are doing
that
that
is the sign
kind of
to start
shit.
stocking up on diesel generators and tinned food, not the tomato stuff it doesn't keep for very long because of the acids and antioxidants in it, right? But basically, it's the sign of a dying nation. Brazil,
Yeah.
for a long time, has not been doing very well.
Yeah,
Crime is somewhat
yeah, Brazil hasn't.
rampant
Yeah.
in that place. But the fact is, the government knows it
I mean,
is
just
weak
look
and
at
cannot
the
tolerate people making
the
fun of it
gangs
or
in that area
upsetting the
in
moral
Brazil,
fabric
man.
of the society, right?
Those people
So
are no
what they do
fucking
is they
joke.
come after them
Fucking
fucking hard
cutthroat.
with 8-year sentences, right? That is a government panicking. That is a government that's weak. So basically, I mean, do with that information what you will.
All right, there you have it. That was Mr. Count Dankula. Please give him a watch and a follow, yeah. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this news segment.